Here are 30 conversations centered around at the coffee shop. What's your go-to coffee order? I usually order a latte with an extra shot of espresso. Do you prefer hot coffee or iced coffee? I prefer iced coffee, even in the winter. Do you add any flavor syrups to your coffee? Yes, I like a splash of vanilla or caramel syrup for extra flavor. Do you drink coffee every day? Yes, it's part of my morning routine. Do you prefer a quiet or lively coffee shop atmosphere? I prefer a quiet coffee shop where I can relax or work. Do you ever work or study at coffee shops? Yes, I find the background noise helps me focus. Do you drink tea at coffee shops? Sometimes I like to switch it up with a green tea. What's your favorite pastry to order with coffee? I love getting a croissant or a muffin with my coffee. Do you try new drinks or stick to your usual? I mostly stick to my usual, but try seasonal drinks now and then. Do you go to the same coffee shop, or do you like exploring new ones? I have a favorite spot, but I enjoy exploring new coffee shops too. Do you drink coffee black or with milk? I usually add milk or cream to my coffee. Do you prefer single origin or blended coffee beans? I like trying single origin beans for a unique flavor. Do you order your coffee to stay or to go? If I have time, I'll stay and enjoy it, but usually it's to go. Do you use loyalty cards at coffee shops? Yes, I collect points for a free coffee now and then. Do you add sugar to your coffee? Just a little bit. I don't like it too sweet. What's your favorite seasonal coffee drink? I love a pumpkin spice latte in the fall. Do you ever try non-dairy milk in your coffee? Yes, I like almond or oat milk in my coffee sometimes. How often do you go to coffee shops? I visit a coffee shop about 2 to 3 times a week. Do you read or people watch at coffee shops? I enjoy people watching or reading a book if I have time. Do you order anything besides coffee at coffee shops? Sometimes I'll get a smoothie or a hot chocolate. Do you bring your own reusable cup? Yes, I bring a reusable cup to reduce waste. Do you like to try espresso-based drinks or regular brewed coffee? I enjoy espresso-based drinks like cappuccinos and macchiatos. Do you meet friends at coffee shops? Yes, it's a nice casual spot to catch up with friends. Do you tip at coffee shops? Yes, I usually leave a tip, especially if the barista is friendly. What's the longest you've spent at a coffee shop? Probably a couple of hours when I was working on a project. Do you like coffee shops with outdoor seating? Yes, outdoor seating is great, especially on nice days. Do you check if coffee shops offer free Wi-Fi? Yes, I often need Wi-Fi if I'm working from there. Do you ever try decaf coffee? Yes, if it's late in the day, I'll go for decaf. Do you like cold brews? Yes, cold brew is one of my favorite coffee drinks, especially in summer. Do you prefer small independent coffee shops or big chains? I prefer small independent coffee shops for the unique atmosphere. These conversations cover a variety of coffee shop topics, from drink preferences and atmosphere to habits and experiences. Here are 30 conversations centered around talking about movies. What's your favorite movie of all time? My favorite movie is The Shawshank Redemption. Do you prefer watching movies at home or in the theater? I love the theater experience, but watching at home is more comfortable. Do you like watching movies alone or with friends? I enjoy watching with friends so we can discuss it afterward. What genre of movies do you like the most? I'm a big fan of mystery and thrillers. Have you seen any good movies recently? Yes, I just watched Dune, and it was amazing. Do you watch foreign films? Yes, I enjoy foreign films. They offer a new perspective and culture. Do you watch movies with subtitles or dubbed? I prefer subtitles, so I can hear the original language. What's the last movie you watched in the theater? The last one I saw was Avatar: The Way of Water. Do you like classic movies? Yes, I love classics like Casablanca and Gone with the Wind. What's your favorite animated movie? I think Toy Story is my all-time favorite animated film. Do you rewatch movies or do you only watch them once? I rewatch my favorites whenever I'm in the mood. Do you prefer action-packed movies or romantic comedies? I prefer action movies for the thrill and excitement. Who's your favorite actor or actress? I really admire Tom Hanks for his versatility. Do you watch documentaries? Yes, I love documentaries, especially ones about history and nature. Do you like movie trilogies or series? Yes, I enjoy movie series like The Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter. Do you watch movies based on books? Yes, I like seeing how movies adapt the stories from books. What's a movie that made you cry? The Pursuit of Happiness always gets me emotional. Do you have a favorite director? I really admire Christopher Nolan for his storytelling style. Do you like horror movies? Not really. I get scared easily, so I avoid horror movies. Do you stay for the end credits in superhero movies? Yes, I always wait to see if there's an extra scene. Do you ever go to film festivals? I haven't yet, but I'd love to experience a film festival someday. What's a movie you can watch over and over? I could watch Forrest Gump repeatedly. It's so inspiring. Do you like watching movies in 3D? Yes, it adds an immersive experience, especially for action movies. Do you follow movie reviews before watching a film? Sometimes, but I also like to watch movies without any expectations. What's the best movie you've watched this year? So far, Oppenheimer has been my favorite this year. Do you have a guilty pleasure movie? Yes, I love cheesy romantic comedies. They're a lot of fun. Do you prefer short films or feature-length movies? I usually prefer feature films, but short films can be impactful too. Do you watch superhero movies? Yes, I enjoy Marvel movies, especially the Avengers series. Do you like biographical movies? Yes, I find biopics interesting, especially when they're about inspiring figures. What's a movie you've been meaning to watch but haven't yet? I've been wanting to watch Inception, but just haven't gotten around to it. These conversations explore various aspects of movies, from favorite genres and directors to specific movie preferences and viewing habits. Here are 30 conversations centered around talking about movies. What's your favorite movie of all time? My favorite movie is The Shawshank Redemption. Do you prefer watching movies at home or in the theater? I love the theater experience, but watching at home is more comfortable. Do you like watching movies alone or with friends? I enjoy watching with friends, so we can discuss it afterward. What genre of movies do you like the most? I'm a big fan of mystery and thrillers. Have you seen any good movies recently? Yes, I just watched Dune, and it was amazing. Do you watch foreign films? Yes, I enjoy foreign films. They offer a new perspective and culture. Do you watch movies with subtitles or dubbed? I prefer subtitles, so I can hear the original language. What's the last movie you watched in the theater? The last one I saw was Avatar: The Way of Water. Do you like classic movies? Yes, I love classics like Casablanca and Gone with the Wind. What's your favorite animated movie? I think Toy Story is my all-time favorite animated film. Do you rewatch movies or do you only watch them once? I rewatch my favorites whenever I'm in the mood. Do you prefer action-packed movies or romantic comedies? I prefer action movies for the thrill and excitement. Who's your favorite actor or actress? I really admire Tom Hanks for his versatility. Do you watch documentaries? Yes, I love documentaries, especially ones about history and nature. Do you like movie trilogies or series? Yes, I enjoy movie series like The Lord of the Rings and Harry Potter. Do you watch movies based on books? Yes, I like seeing how movies adapt the stories from books. What's a movie that made you cry? The Pursuit of Happiness always gets me emotional. Do you have a favorite director? I really admire Christopher Nolan for his storytelling style. Do you like horror movies? Not really. I get scared easily, so I avoid horror movies. Do you stay for the end credits in superhero movies? Yes, I always wait to see if there's an extra scene. Do you ever go to film festivals? I haven't yet, but I'd love to experience a film festival someday. What's a movie you can watch over and over? I could watch Forrest Gump repeatedly. It's so inspiring. Do you like watching movies in 3D? Yes, It adds an immersive experience, especially for action movies. Do you follow movie reviews before watching a film? Sometimes, but I also like to watch movies without any expectations. What's the best movie you've watched this year? So far, Oppenheimer has been my favorite this year. Do you have a guilty pleasure movie? Yes, I love cheesy romantic comedies. They're a lot of fun. Do you prefer short films or feature-length movies? I usually prefer feature films, but short films can be impactful too. Do you watch superhero movies? Yes, I enjoy Marvel movies, especially the Avengers series. Do you like biographical movies? Yes, I find biopics interesting, especially when they're about inspiring figures. What's a movie you've been meaning to watch but haven't yet? I've been wanting to watch Inception but just haven't gotten around to it. These conversations explore various aspects of movies, from favorite genres and directors to specific movie preferences and viewing habits. Here are 30 conversations centered around at the airport. Do you usually arrive early at the airport? Yes, I like to arrive at least 2 hours early to avoid any rush. Do you check in online or at the airport? I usually check in online to save time. Do you prefer window or aisle seats on a plane? I prefer window seats so I can enjoy the view. What's the first thing you do when you arrive at the airport? I head straight to the check-in counter or kiosk to get my boarding pass. Do you use the self-check-in kiosks at the airport? Yes, they're convenient and help me avoid long lines. Do you carry a lot of luggage when you travel? No, I try to pack light and stick to a carry-on whenever possible. Do you bring snacks for your flight? Yes, I always bring a few snacks, especially for long flights. How do you pass the time while waiting for your flight? I usually read, listen to music, or browse through the shops. Do you prefer direct flights or connecting flights? I prefer direct flights to avoid the hassle of layovers. How do you feel about airport security checks? They can be a bit tedious, but I understand they're necessary for safety. Do you bring travel-sized toiletries in your carry-on? Yes, I make sure all my liquids are under the limit for security. Do you like browsing duty-free shops at the airport? Yes, I enjoy browsing for perfumes or local souvenirs. Do you buy anything from airport lounges? Sometimes, if I have a long layover, I'll grab a drink or snack in the lounge. Do you prefer morning or evening flights? I prefer morning flights so I can start my day fresh. Do you try to get upgrades at the airport? If there's an option, I'll ask about upgrades, but I usually stick to economy. How do you feel about long layovers? I don't mind them as long as there's Wi-Fi and places to relax. Do you bring your own entertainment for the flight? Yes, I download movies, books, and music to keep myself entertained. How do you handle delays at the airport? I stay calm, check for updates, and try to make the best of the time by relaxing or reading. Do you bring a neck pillow for long flights? Yes, it's essential for comfort, especially on long flights. Do you check the weather at your destination before you fly? Yes, I always check so I know what to pack and what to expect on arrival. Do you have a favorite airport? Yes, I love Singapore's Changi Airport for its facilities and beautiful design. Do you keep a passport holder or travel wallet? Yes, I keep all my travel documents organized in a passport holder. Do you use airport lounges? Yes, if I have access. I like relaxing in the lounge before my flight. Do you check your flight status before leaving for the airport? Yes, I always check to make sure my flight is on time. How do you keep your valuables safe at the airport? I keep my valuables in my carry-on bag and stay mindful of my surroundings. Do you buy travel insurance for your flights? Yes, I prefer to have travel insurance in case of emergencies. Do you carry a portable charger for the airport? Yes, I always bring one to keep my devices charged. Do you prefer airports with lots of amenities? Yes, it makes the experience more enjoyable, especially for long waits. Do you like watching planes take off and land? Yes, it's fascinating to watch the planes come and go. How do you plan your transportation from the airport to your destination? I usually book a taxi or check public transport options in advance. These conversations cover a range of experiences and preferences at the airport, from check-in procedures to handling layovers and amenities. Here are 30 conversations centered around booking a hotel room. Do you book your hotel room in advance or at the last minute? I prefer booking in advance to get the best rates and secure a good room. Do you book hotels directly or use travel websites? I usually use travel websites for better deals and comparison. What's the first thing you look for in a hotel? Location is my top priority. I like to be close to main attractions. Do you check hotel reviews before booking? Yes. I always read reviews to make sure the hotel meets my standards. What type of room do you usually book? I usually book a standard room, but I might upgrade if it's a special occasion. Do you prefer a hotel with breakfast included? Yes. Having breakfast included is convenient and saves time in the morning. Do you prefer hotels with gyms or pools? I like hotels with a gym so I can keep up with my fitness routine. How do you decide on the right hotel? I consider location, price, and amenities, then read reviews to finalize my choice. Do you call the hotel to confirm your booking? Yes. I like to confirm my booking a few days before arrival. Do you prefer staying in luxury hotels or budget hotels? It depends on the trip. Sometimes I enjoy splurging, but budget hotels are great for short stays. Do you check the cancellation policy before booking a hotel? Yes. I always make sure I know the cancellation policy in case plans change. How important is Wi-Fi when booking a hotel? Very important. I need Wi-Fi to stay connected and plan my activities. Do you prefer a room with a view? Yes, I love having a nice view, especially if I'm staying somewhere scenic. Do you ask about check-in and check-out times before booking? Yes. It's helpful to know so I can plan my arrival and departure. Do you request special amenities when booking a hotel? Sometimes I request things like a quiet room or extra pillows. What's your preferred room size? Standard or suite? I usually book a standard room, but I go for a suite if I need more space. Do you ask for specific floors when booking a room? Yes. I prefer higher floors for better views and a quieter stay. Do you usually pay up front or at check-in? I prefer paying at check-in if the hotel allows it. Do you book hotels with free parking? Yes. I look for free parking if I'm driving, as it saves money and hassle. Do you like hotels with 24-hour front desk service? Yes. It's convenient to have 24-hour service in case I arrive late. Do you ask about room service when booking? Yes. I like to know if room service is available for late-night meals. Do you prefer booking hotels that allow early check-in? Yes. Early check-in is helpful if I'm arriving on an early flight. Do you book connecting rooms if you're traveling with family? Yes. Connecting rooms are ideal when traveling with family for convenience. How important is the cleanliness rating when choosing a hotel? Very important. I always look for hotels with high cleanliness ratings. Do you request a non-smoking room when booking? Yes, I always ask for a non-smoking room to avoid any unpleasant odors. Do you like staying at hotels with a kitchenette? Yes, a kitchenette is great for making quick meals and snacks. Do you ask about nearby attractions when booking a hotel? Yes, I like to stay near restaurants, shops, and sightseeing spots. Do you use loyalty points when booking a hotel? Yes, I use points whenever possible to save money on my stay. Do you prefer hotels with flexible checkout options? Yes, I appreciate flexible checkout times in case I need extra time. Do you check the amenities offered by the hotel before booking? Yes. I look for amenities like free breakfast, gym access, and a pool. These conversations cover a range of considerations when booking a hotel room. from amenities and location to room preferences and special requests.
Here are 30 conversations centered around talking about travel plans. Where are you planning to travel next? I'm planning a trip to Italy next summer. Do you usually travel for work or vacation? I mostly travel for vacations, but I've had a few work trips too. How do you decide on your travel destination? I look for places with a mix of culture, history, and nature. Do you prefer solo travel, or traveling with friends or family? I enjoy both, but traveling with friends is always more fun. Have you ever traveled abroad? Yes, I've traveled to a few countries in Europe and Asia. Do you like planning every detail of your trips? Yes, I love making detailed itineraries to ensure I make the most of my time. Do you usually book your trips in advance? Yes, I try to book flights and hotels a few months ahead of time. What's your favorite mode of travel, plane, train, or car? I love traveling by train, it's scenic and relaxing. Do you use travel apps to plan your trips? Yes, I use apps for booking flights, finding hotels, and even planning activities. Do you prefer beach vacations or mountain retreats? I'm more of a mountain retreat person, but I enjoy beaches too. How long do you usually travel for? I usually travel for a week or two, depending on the destination. Do you like to visit touristy spots or explore hidden gems? I prefer a balance of both. I visit the popular spots, but also love discovering hidden gems. What's the first thing you pack for a trip? I always pack my camera first to capture memories along the way. Do you usually stay in hotels, hostels, or vacation rentals? I prefer vacation rentals for a more local experience, but I stay in hotels for shorter trips. How do you plan your travel budget? I set a budget for flights, accommodation, food, and activities before I start planning. Do you prefer guided tours or exploring on your own? I like exploring on my own to have more flexibility and discover things at my own pace. How do you manage travel expenses? I use a travel budget app to track my spending on flights, food, and activities. Do you like trying local food when you travel? Yes, I always make it a point to try local dishes wherever I go. How do you choose accommodations? I look for places that are centrally located and have good reviews for cleanliness and service. What's your dream travel destination? My dream destination is Japan. I've always wanted to explore its culture and landscapes. Do you prefer city trips or nature getaways? I prefer nature getaways where I can relax and unwind, but I enjoy city trips for sightseeing. Do you travel light or pack a lot? I try to pack light, but I always end up bringing more than I need. How do you find activities to do while traveling? I research online, ask locals, and sometimes just explore and see what I come across. Do you usually rent a car when you travel? It depends on the destination. In some places, I prefer public transportation, but I rent a car for road trips. What's your favorite part of planning a trip? I love researching the destination and creating a day-by-day itinerary. Do you prefer warm or cold climates when you travel? I prefer warm climates where I can enjoy outdoor activities comfortably. Do you travel more domestically or internationally? I try to travel internationally at least once a year, but I also love exploring places in my own country. Do you prefer short weekend getaways or longer trips? I enjoy both. Short getaways are great for a quick break, while longer trips allow for deeper exploration. What do you do to pass time on long flights? I usually watch movies, read, or listen to music during long flights. Have you ever had to change your travel plans last minute? Yes, due to weather delays and cancellations, I've had to make last-minute changes a few times. These conversations explore different aspects of travel planning, from choosing a destination and budgeting to packing, accommodations, and activities.
Here are 30 conversations centered around at the doctor's office. How often do you visit the doctor? I go for a regular checkup once a year. What's the reason for your visit today? I'm here for a routine physical exam. Do you have any specific health concerns? Yes, I've been feeling tired lately, so I want to get that checked out. When was your last doctor's appointment? It was about 6 months ago for a flu shot. Do you feel nervous about visiting the doctor? A little, but I know it's important for my health. How do you prepare for a doctor's appointment? I usually make a list of any symptoms or questions I have. Do you get a flu shot every year? Yes, I make sure to get it every flu season. Are you taking any medications? Yes, I'm currently taking medication for allergies. How do you explain your symptoms to the doctor? I try to be as specific as possible, describing how I've been feeling and for how long. Do you ask your doctor a lot of questions during your visit? Yes, I like to understand everything about my health and treatment options. How do you stay calm during medical exams? I take deep breaths and remind myself that the doctor is there to help me. Have you ever had any major medical procedures? No, just routine checkups and vaccinations. Do you prefer seeing a general practitioner or a specialist? I usually start with a general practitioner and see a specialist if needed. How long do you usually wait at the doctor's office? It depends, but the average wait is about 15 to 20 minutes. Do you bring someone with you to doctor's appointments? Sometimes, especially if it's for something serious or if I might need support. Do you feel comfortable discussing all your health issues with your doctor? Yes, I trust my doctor and feel comfortable discussing any concerns. What do you do while waiting for your appointment? I usually read a book or scroll through my phone while I wait. Have you ever had to change doctors? Yes, I changed doctors when I moved to a new city. Do you follow up with your doctor after an appointment? Yes, I follow up if there are any test results or if I need clarification on something. How do you feel about getting blood tests? I don't mind them, though I'm not a fan of needles. Do you go for regular dental checkups as well? Yes, I visit the dentist every 6 months for a cleaning and checkup. Have you ever had an allergic reaction to medication? No, I've never had an allergic reaction to any medication. Do you schedule your appointments in advance or last minute? I usually schedule my appointments well in advance to make sure I get a convenient time. Do you feel rushed during doctor's appointments? Sometimes, but I try to make the most of the time by asking key questions. Do you keep a record of your medical history? Yes, I keep a folder with my medical records and test results. Do you go to the same doctor for all your checkups? Yes, I prefer seeing the same doctor who knows my medical history. How do you feel after leaving the doctor's office? I usually feel relieved, especially if I get answers to my concerns. Do you follow your doctor's advice strictly? Yes, I trust my doctor's recommendations and follow them closely. Do you schedule yearly physical exams? Yes, I try to schedule a physical every year to stay on top of my health. Have you ever used telemedicine for a doctor's visit? Yes, I've had virtual appointments for minor issues and follow-ups. These conversations explore various aspects of visiting the doctor's office, from routine checkups to preparing for appointments and discussing health concerns.